All right, guys, we are here today with PGA Tour Superstore, and I'm with Collin Morikawa. He's gonna give me a lesson. This is kind of weird though, because we're about to play a match.
It's great.
So you could screw me up if you think about it, but I'm gonna listen to what you say.
Yeah, I won't screw you up.
Okay, okay. All right.
I would never do such a thing.
I'll hit a couple here, just take a look.
Yeah, I mean, first thing is like always clean your grooves. We talked about this. You actually brought it up. I like completely forgot about it, but
yeah.
I mean, are they even clean? Yeah, I mean, that's like,
oh, no.
How do you even get dirt over there?
Oh no.
I don't even know.
That's not good. Yeah, that's step one.
Go ahead, no, it's not gonna affect you.
Okay, all right.
Why would it?
I already screwed up step one. I'm gonna go over this red flag here, Collin.
Okay, yep.
I'm going with a little, we got a 9 iron.
If you like buttery draws, it's kind of what you would do. I was a little worried because he was aiming right, just slightly.
That a little bit?
Yeah, but it was a nice draw.
Okay. So if I wanted to flight that down a little, I just feel like we're into the wind here.
So it's interesting. I've actually changed the way I've thought about it. I mean, for me, when I flighting it down, you can hit it low and spinny.
Yeah.
But I think when we're trying to flight it, it's like you're controlling spin.
Right.
So now I honestly only think about how much spin I'm trying to put on it. Not an exact number, but if you're hitting a 9 iron and you want to flight it down, I'm going to try and take spin off.
So how do you do that? Take spin off?
I take spin off by not getting as aggressive through impact.
Okay.
And just staying a little bit smoother through the ball.
Because I want to flight that. That was a little bit, that just kind of rode up into the wind a little bit. Maybe a little steep on the divot too.
Motion looks great though. Yeah. I'm a little nervous today.
Oh yeah.
I just gave him the secret.
That was actually really low.
That's all you do. I get spin control. So when I watch like the best players, when they're playing really well, guys that are winning, guys that control their golf ball really well with their irons, or throughout the bag, like everything is spin control.
I mean, that's
it
you.
Is all, yeah,
I mean,
okay.
You're a great iron player. You're playing with Scotty a lot too. That's
I am playing with Scotty, so it's great. But like watching a guy like Scotty, watching some of the best iron strikers, it's all spin control. I mean, everyone on tour can hit the ball like perfect on a range, right?
Right.
But when you go out on the course, you're never hitting stock shots. You're never hitting, like you're never gonna hit that first 9 iron.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, it doesn't work out to where you have a perfect 155 yards, whatever.
Right.
So being able to control your spin is like everything, because that's gonna change heights, you know?
Right.
And if you wanna hit it high, it's like now you can start messing with it. It's like if I wanna hit it high with no spin, if I wanna hit it low with no spin, if I want to add spin, like that's where it gets really, really fun.
So just swinging a little bit easier, like I'm gonna hit one more.
And it's not slowing everything down, but it's just not having that hit through impact. Like that's where a lot of it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right. You can have speed on the backswing, everything else, but it's controlling your hands through impact, and that's like it's all club face control. That's gonna be target, start lines, like all that. It's all gonna happen right through impact.
Perfect. I'll hit one more here today because I mean, like I said, we're about to go film this match. It's super windy out. I mean,
it's windy.
It's got a consistent 15. It's consistent 10. So you're not,
I'm gonna guess. I don't know. I'll blame the wind later.
Okay. This feels pretty windy to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not used to it.
Oh, that's great.
That felt good.
Do you ever want to add spin with that?
Yeah, do you ever, I mean, to get to a tucked pin, now
tucked
how would I add
pin,
spin?
carry bunkers. Honestly, it's a little bit like faster through impact.
Right.
Obviously, spin is gonna, you can create spin a lot by just adding loft.
Right.
So for me, it's a lot easier to hit a high cut, spinny 9 iron versus a high draw.
Yeah,
9
right,
iron.
right.
But it's kind of the opposite. It's like you feel smoother with your hands through impact.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, for me, when I want to add spin, it's like I want to cut it a little bit more. It's a lot easier to add spin by cutting it.
Okay.
So just by opening your stance, cutting across it with your hands. But for me, a lot of it is feel in the hands.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get a little bit of a cut here.
Say that again?
No, I still got the 9. Yeah, the grooves are getting really dirty. It's a tough
Go
look
buy a
here.
brush, guys. It's PGA Tour Superstore. Like
Yeah, right.
they sell those.
They have those at PGA Tour Superstore. So those first 2 shots, they were draws. So we're gonna try and hit a little bit of a soft cut here, higher, faster. you naturally hit a cut, do you like pull it left, or do you just like?
So like for me, like with the way I bow my wrist,
Right.
I just hold that and I go left and I just keep the face open. Obviously that's not meant for most people.
Right.
But I think cut wise, it's like you got to make sure you open your body left. Like you were aimed honestly still pretty straight to almost a draw.
Right.
Still, you got to like open it and feel like you can open everything and start it left.
Okay.
And know that you can kind of keep that face down the line there.
Start it right there. Okay.
Like I would open up. I mean, you're there, like there.
Even more.
You were barely open. Like
Okay.
you were 2 yards open.
So that's where I need to be, right there.
Yeah, you could be even more. You could even be more left. Like I would exaggerate it if we're trying to.
Okay.
We're just trying to hit a soft, like spinny cut. Close. Okay, so we're not gonna hit any cuts today. That's all right.
No, I'm not.
But I think it's training. Like you got to train the opposites. Like,
Yeah.
You gotta reach the full other side of what it feels like to hit a slice. Like if I were to tell you to hit a slice, like that's gonna add spin.
That felt. I'm telling you, that felt like I was aimed over there.
You weren't even aimed at the blue.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Like you're set up for a cut right now to start just right of the blue. Not even. You're like halfway in between the red and the blue.
Holy crap. Okay. Let's try this.
So like that's exactly where you were going to start it. You're just not trusting that you're open enough, right?
Right.
And all it is like you just need your face a tick more open. So
And
whether
that
it's starting
has
it a little bit more open or
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll try and open it a little bit more to start. I feel like that faded a yard. Holy crap. Okay, that is wild. Okay, so I'm gonna aim, really exaggerate this one, open the face.
Yeah, and for me, like a lot of guys like to start their face left. I like to start my face at the target because I shut it a little bit. So
you're
just
starting.
I start mine at the red. Yeah. Some guys start it a little bit left just because like that's where everything's gonna go. But
Right.
just knowing how my face works, like I started pretty far open compared to most.
Okay. Aim body left, face right.
There you go.
That's the first one we got.
That's money. And like your feet don't look like you're aimed, like you're hitting a slice.
Dude, I'm
Honestly,
telling you,
looks-
it actually feels like I'm like
Your
over
feet
there.
are like maybe at the yellow.
Wow. Dude, I guess.
You're so used to it wrong. Like you're so used to aiming right. Like for me, aiming right feels really, really weird.
Dude, I actually love that feeling.
That's perfect.
That actually feels so good.
You're not even that far open at all.
I think you've been telling me that, Scott. You've been saying I'm aiming too far right with
Way
my
right.
body. That is nuts. See, it is helping me before this.
I think
And that club's coming on. That club is like really interacting good with the turf there too.
Close. You got it. I mean, that's all that is just your club face is like a tick closed.
Yeah.
It's just getting used to like the opposite of what you do is.
I gotta just hold on to it
Yeah.
longer. That feels so good though. So right there, guys, Collin he kind of just blew my mind a little bit because when I try and hit a cut, I feel like I aim at the pin almost, and then I almost hit like a pull cut. And what Collin did there is he made I started with my face aimed at the target, so open, and then I aimed my body left, and I tried to swing along my feet there. I feel like that's the proper way to hit a fade, and I'm gonna use that in this match today if I need to hit a little bit of a fade.
Oh, that's the best idea. No, I think it's good for like great golfers
Yeah.
that want to get better with their irons. It's like we can all hit it solid. We can all hit the one shot, but it's when you have wind or you
Right.
have a different shot or pins or get tougher. You're playing in, your club championship or whatever it is against your buddies. It's how do I perfect this next shot and how do I increase my probabilities? It's like if it's blowing into you, you don't want to hit a spinny 9-iron.
Right.
So it's like, how do you control spin? And spin is the biggest thing. And I think that's like the next step for a really solid amateur golfer to take and go on and be like, okay, now I can mess with spins. I can spin it left. I can spin it right. That's like the next biggest step to be, I think, a great iron player.
Yeah. And we didn't even really talk about positions in my swing. It was more just feelings. And it's for a lot of you guys out there, when you're playing into the wind, you need to hit a low flighted shot. Those were Collin's feels. They're slowing that down a little bit, taking off the spin, and then if you need to get to a tuck pin, we got the high fade shot that we covered as well. But huge shout out to PGA Tour Superstore for putting this together. Huge shout out to Collin for doing this.